Hi everyone. Let's discuss the fourth of our 12 project management principles, which is focus on value. In any project, our goal is to create value, both tangible and intangible. The core objective is value creation and delivering results. That's a given. Wouldn't you agree? We'll explore Agile project management next, based on value-driven delivery. In each iteration, we deliver value, prioritized by customer value. Tackling high-value items first, and working our way down. Let's talk about value. Let's examine this. First, project alignment with business goals and expected returns need ongoing assessment and appropriate adjustments. First and foremost, we need to align our business objectives by developing a business case. The purpose of a business case is to validate that the project is viable and will deliver tangible benefits and intangible benefits. Tangible benefits include monetary returns and financial assets, physical equipment, and infrastructure investments. These represent tangible value, along with intangible benefits, such as our brand identity, market reputation, and overall market influence. Before project initiation, we must ensure the project will deliver both tangible and intangible benefits. We must also assess our ability to succeed and available resources. We ensure adequate resources, comply with all regulations, maintain full legal compliance. We take a comprehensive approach beyond just initial planning. We conduct ongoing evaluations throughout. So what is continuous evaluation? It means that throughout the project lifecycle, during business case assessments, if we discover that a project has ceased to meet business needs, it has no value anymore and serves no purpose, in principle, we need to cut our losses and terminate the project. Otherwise, the longer we continue, the greater our financial losses. This is the reality. Now, let's examine the principle of value focus in detail. Let's start with the first point. Value is the ultimate indicator of project success. In other words, when we work on a project and deliver results, it must generate value for the company and its customers. If it fails to create value, there's no point in pursuing it. Next, value can be realized throughout the project, when it does, or even after completion. Let me give you a simple example. Say we're ordering food at a restaurant. Throughout the meal service, each time they bring out a dish, they're delivering value. When we receive our food, we get to enjoy it and experience that value. Here's another example. When you buy new clothes, once you have them, you can start wearing them right away. Value can also be realized after a project is completed. Take a software project, for example, or developing a new game. Once we launch it, people begin using it and purchasing it, creating a continuous stream of value. So value can be generated while the project is ongoing, realized at completion, or even materialized long after the project ends. That's perfectly natural. Different projects have different timelines, and they generate value in different ways. In reality, most projects only start generating value after completion, when they're put into operation and actual use. This is quite common. Now, let's move on to the third point, about value and its implications. The benefits that drive progress. These can be assessed both qualitatively and quantitatively through different methods of evaluation. In quantitative terms, we look at revenue figures, which are easily measurable. But on the qualitative side, we consider the broader impact on people and similar factors. These qualitative aspects are often harder to measure. Whether we use quantitative measures or qualitative approaches, both are equally valid. What matters is creating value in a meaningful way. We need to demonstrate that our work delivers value and benefits others. Now, let's move on to outcome-focused delivery. Health teams. Expected value-generating benefits. You need to deliver results. It starts with deliverables, which lead to outcomes, resulting in benefits. Therefore, delivery comes first, to generate real value. Without deliverables, there can be no value. Now, moving to the next principle. Project teams monitor progress and adapt accordingly to optimize value delivery. This means, in our upcoming discussion, we'll explore embracing change, enabling our clients to generate ongoing value and gain competitive advantage. In some projects, initial requirements may prove impractical as you progress. We found that our initial solution wasn't working well and needed to make some adjustments. Let me give you an example. Imagine a client comes to you with a request. They make a specific request 5 months ago. Then yesterday, they changed their requirements. So which version do you think is more valuable? The original request from 5 months ago, or yesterday's updated version. To the client, this must be the updated version from yesterday. Otherwise, there would be no need for changes. Wouldn't you agree? With these new modifications, once properly implemented, we can enhance client outcomes to maximize their value generation and strengthen their market position. This principle of focus on value emphasizes that value delivery must be our primary focus. Let's move on to new points. Let's cover the remaining points. Let's break this down. First point, value serves as the key indicator of project success and acts as the primary driving force. In other words, our pursuit of value is what motivates our project initiatives. Now, second point, the business case outlines the expected outcomes and value proposition. Before starting any project, we must develop a solid business case. Throughout the project, at key milestones, we need to review the business case to verify that the business justification remains valid. By focusing on outcomes, teams can better align with and support the intended value creation goals throughout the project. Clearly define, evaluate iteratively, and adjust expected results. This is Agile methodology in practice, with continuous iterations. Finally, let me explain. We must consider each stakeholder's interests while putting customer value first. Let me explain. When working on a project, everyone has their own view of the project's value. They interpret things differently. They raise different concerns, come from different positions, and have different expectations and requirements. That's why we must consider everyone. But consideration doesn't mean pleasing everyone. You need to plan for the future, find ways to mediate, navigate between different interests, work to find compromises, to build consensus among stakeholders. We must prioritize customer value, because only customers can truly define what brings value to the project. After all, customers are the ones funding the project. That's why customer value is paramount. When we cover Agile methodology later, we'll explore this further. Clients continuously give us feedback and express their needs. All of this input is absolutely crucial. We need to prioritize delivery. What clients consider most valuable. This follows the Pareto principle, focusing on top priorities first. This is principle 4, the 12 project management principles. Focus on value. And that wraps up our discussion.